Hi everyone, it's Julia with My Angels Have Got This. I'm so sorry I missed out yesterday with your lesson number 12, but here I am now. If you're new, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you're enjoying the lessons. For my return family, my subscribers, and those that have already started the lessons, I'm very proud of you. Keep up the good work. Okay? So we're going to talk about today in lesson 12. Make sure, by the way, to hit the like button. Share this with other people that we want to help, right? So they can manifest their perfect person, right? So in 2020, we can all be on the right track and do our healing and all that kind of stuff, okay? So we're working on it now so we can have a bright new future in the next year. All right, so the topic today is how can you change, right? It's like you wouldn't use old bricks to build a brand new house, right? Of course not. Um, and it's impossible to build a healthy relationship built on the ruins of a failed one. So what we're going to talk about today is we're going to push through overcoming all the reservations that prevent us from finding our perfect match. Okay. So the first thing we want to talk about is learning to trust others, right? We all carry baggage. We all do. So don't feel bad. We all carry baggage, depending how big and how much of it, right? On an unconscious level, though, this hinders our ability to love and to be loved. However, it's more important to realize we actually do have the ability to get over this, right? And get rid of those past horrible experiences and the lack of true love and of trust. We're destined to live and develop by creating and integrating, personality. So let's talk about a couple of things, right? We can turn those negative thoughts into positive thoughts. We already talked about that, right? We can express our emotions and thoughts in a balanced way without being afraid of them, right? And the possibility of being alone for some time. We can also learn how to deal with being alone, with spending time alone, without it making us feel bad, right? And to maintain unity and balance no matter what the outcome is in a relationship or somebody that we're interested in. And of course, to learn to communicate with uniqueness, with authenticity, knowing that in social circles, right, that life is a beautiful thing and self is worthy of enjoying life's everyday gifts. So the thing is first of all, you have to trust yourself and then trust others. So the next thing I want to talk about is letting go of misguided beliefs. It's been said, that our beliefs are like rusty old nails in our consciousness. And the truth is, it's not far from reality, right? The older the nail, the harder it is to get out. All of us need to control to some extent our fears and our feelings of loneliness. We tend to go back and forth, right? Learning to behave and act within a relationship solely based on those two inferior feelings. For example, if we continue to constantly be afraid of being abandoned as a result of something that happened in our past or in our childhood, just giving an example, right? Sometimes we don't know the cause of each behavior. We act unpredictable. Sometimes we're overly romantic and sometimes we're overly dramatic. Therefore, we can't find true love. The beliefs we've created based on formative childhood experiences are the ones that tend to come after us again and again. For example, like your mom is really sick of your bad behavior, so you feel guilty. Your parents couldn't get along together. It's your fault. Your parents couldn't. Your parents argue because they couldn't communicate with you, so that means that you're bad. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Limiting beliefs mostly come from childhood. So going forward, you have to start unraveling these limiting beliefs and decompress yourselves from their weight. You have to realize that your fears and guilt are only delusions. If you stay in those existing beliefs, you'll stay trapped in emotions that make you behave like 2-year-olds, despite the fact that we're in our 30s, 40s, or 50s. Next, let's talk about taking control of your transformation. One of the basic ingredients in love is personal action and creativity. All the choices we make in order to enrich our lives require determination to be of any real use. Decide to plan out your daily life by taking action based on conscious choices. You now have the chance to let go of the automatic reactions that do not lead you to your happiness. You can do that, right? In order to put this plan into action, you need to write down what you need in order to feel happy and accomplished. Through your actions, you'll reach a new level of individual responsibility and discipline, which will help you increase your self-respect and your self-confidence. A plan of action is as follows. I become the centerpiece of love, meaning you, right? My needs become my priority and I dedicate time to myself on a daily basis. I don't have to wait for a reason or an external stimuli in order to love myself. I discover that there's so much love eternally through my personal attention and interest. I make it shine simply because of who I am without needing any specific reason or excuse. I escape from auto mode. You have to have some surprises in life, right? And sometimes we don't like leaving our comfort zone. But we need to avoid repetition, right? Like for me, I love surprises, right? I actively seek them. I do. And it makes life fun. You know, I used to be like on autopilot, right? Get up in the morning, do this, do that, and it's just the same thing over and over again. And it wasn't until recently I just started switching it up, right? And I'm doing things that I love, things that are good for me, which make me happy. And I'm really at the point where I don't need somebody else to make me happy. I'm happy within myself, right? Of course, if somebody was to come along, it would make it even better, right? But the thing is, I'm content within myself. I'm happy with my life. I'm happy with what I'm doing, with the choices I'm making. Not something that was, programmed in my head from a little kid about how things are supposed to be and how they're not supposed to be and what I should do and what I shouldn't do. I'm basically doing what I want to do now, which is really, really nice. And if you guys can get yourself to that point, it's a beautiful thing. It's extremely important to challenge yourself to do something different every day. And the one way that you're going to do that is if you open yourself up to having new experiences. Getting organized. It's really good to get organized. You know, make a list of what things you have to do, what bills you have to pay, your errands. I mean, you know what I mean? And have more control over your life and set yourself in a direction, right? What are your goals? What do you want to do? You know, if you have to, make a list and tackle them one by one until you get to your destination, right? You know, the other thing is we all have talents as well. So explore those. Explore them. It's only going to enhance your life. And give yourself a lot of time and attention. Like I said, take good care of yourself. Because when you neglect your own personal needs, you can't expect, like, to make your perfect match your priority. You have to be your priority first before you can welcome somebody else into your life, right? It's like they always say, right? You have to be complete within yourself. Don't expect somebody else to complete you. Go out by yourself. But Julia, go out by yourself. Whether it's a store that you want to go shop in, or maybe you just want to browse, maybe you just want to, I don't know, you know, whatever floats your boat. But go do something by yourself on your own time. Something that you feel that you're going to enjoy, or maybe something that you've been thinking about doing that you haven't had time to do. And go enjoy it by yourself. And stop depending on others to bring you joy and fun. Right? If you can do all this stuff, you only add more dimensions to your personality, enriching your instincts, right? And you start paying attention to the signs and the coincidences that are going on around you, right? Because you're not closing yourself off. So, here's your assignment. Link every paragraph of your action plan with 2 initiatives. Be as specific as possible with your initiatives, as well as the day and time they will take place. For example, next Friday at 10 p.m., I will go see a movie by myself. Got it? It's not too difficult, right? But make yourself some kind of plan, right? And start acting upon it. I don't want you guys freaking out because there's somebody not in your life, okay? You need to be okay on your own first. And when that comes, it's going to be almost so much better, right? For some reason, we all have a tendency to want to do all these things when somebody comes in our life. You know, we want to take care of them. We want to cook for them. We want to, you know, take them out. Men or women now, okay? We're not just talking about women or just men. We want to buy them gifts. We want to be our best selves. We want to look great. We want, okay. Why does it have to be somebody to come into our life in order for us to do those things? Why aren't we buying ourselves gifts? Why aren't we not taking care of ourselves? Why are we not going and getting our hair done and our nails done or whatever, or going to the barber for men, or going shopping for ourselves, or treating ourselves to a nice dinner? Because when you can do that for yourself, then you're ready to connect yourself with somebody else that's going to equally be right for you. It's not going to be a one-sided thing. It's going to be an equal give and take, right? That's what you want. Because some of these stories that I'm hearing, you know, it's like the women are doing everything or the men are doing everything to keep the person, to make them love them. You don't have to do all those things to make somebody love you. If they love you for who you are, right? You love them for who they are. And then two people come together that first love themselves, right? And can honor one another, respect one another, do for one another to form a beautiful union. Okay? So that's what I got for you today. I love you very much. Keep up the good work, right? And I'll see you tomorrow for lesson 13. And hit the like button for me. Like I said, share, right? Let people know about the course. It's free. And sending you all my love and kisses and light. And we're almost there. I mean, we're 12. We've got what, 8 more lessons, 9 more lessons. So just keep up the good work. Stay with it. I'm staying with it too, because you can always learn something new about yourself that maybe you didn't look at before. And I'm going through the process too with you guys. All right. So sending you all my love and kisses. Be good now. Bye.